disfrutando del estupendo evento de CryptoInvest en TheCube Madrid. Y nada, pues cuando me enseñéis esto como prueba, yo os invito a una cervecita. Vale. Os voy a dar paso a Alan Mulligan, es el CEO y fundador del proyecto White Rabbit. Os vamos a hablar de él, espero que os guste.
Hello. Hi, my name is Alan Mulligan. I am CEO and founder of White Rabbit. I'm also a film producer. I've had award-winning films in Cannes and Venice. We've distributed our films to about 100 countries around the world. In fact, I think there's a Korean remake being done with one of our films. And we are now, actually we had the best-selling foreign film in Australia and the UK in 2015. Before I was working in film as a film producer, I was a software entrepreneur in the mid-2000s with a company called MCIS. Millrose Chemical Information System is installed on board chemical tankers, a few hundred around the world, and in operations offices, and ensures the safe transportation of chemicals at sea. It's now become the industry standard for a $2.3 trillion market, so we're happy that it's been successful. It was successful before we sold it as well. After that, I sold the company in 2008. I went into the film industry. I met what has now become a very close friend of mine in Cannes. And he said to me, Alan, if you want to make a small fortune in film, you have to start with a big one. Sorry, are we translating?
I don't have a battery.
Am I talking too fast? No, okay. So we're good. Be friendly and translate to the person next beside you who doesn't understand. Or listen to something else. He said you have to have a big fortune if you. Sorry, I'll start the joke again since I can't do it in Spanish. He said to me, if you want to make a small fortune in film, you have to start with a big one. And I laughed at the time, but the truth is that's never been more true than it is today. At the moment, between a filmmaker and his film and the fans, there are too many barriers, too many costs, too many middlemen. And that is what White Rabbit is out to change. So I'm going to show you a little presentation video first, and then I get to how we are going to change the way things are.
White Rabbit is shaking up streaming. How? With our awesome browser plugin, that's how. All those people we call pirates, 60% of them don't want to be pirates. They're fans, okay? They want to pay, but there's been no legitimate way for them to watch what they want. Until now, White Rabbit gives the fans unlimited films and series. Download the White Rabbit plugin and stream what you want, from where you want, whenever you want. Be a responsible rebel. Payment is easy, fast, and transparent thanks to blockchain technology and smart contracts. The fans, the artists, the risk takers. Everyone gets their fair share. Everyone's happy. White Rabbit. Jump in.
As White Rabbit sees it, there are 4 challenges to the film industry that we're trying to solve today. The first challenge is that too few filmmakers make money. If you go to a film festival, you'll hear about that 1 or 2 or 3 films that were bought by Netflix or Amazon. They pay them millions of dollars. But for all those other films out there, they receive a small forward payment, and then they never see any money again. So challenge number 1 is too few filmmakers are making money off digital streaming. And actually, I should mention that these are films that are fantastic films. They're at Sundance, they're at Cannes, they cost millions of dollars. So it's a damn shame. There's a lack of transparency in the film industry. As a film producer, I sell my film, and I can wait for 6 months and all the way up to 5 years to receive the money that I'm due. And when I do receive the money, and if I do receive the money, I have no idea how many people have seen it or where they saw it. There's a lack of choice. Ted Sarandos, who's the content officer at Netflix, said a few years ago, Netflix needs to become HBO before HBO becomes Netflix. More and more subscription services are producing their own content and buying less. That means we get less choice, more subscription sites pop up, so to find what you're looking for, you need to subscribe to an endless amount of sites. And even then, you probably won't find what you're looking for. Just Saturday, I was trying to look for Saturday Night Fever with John Travolta. Anyone here has seen that film? It's a great film, if you like disco. But I couldn't find it anywhere. The only place I could find it was peer-to-peer streaming. What's it called in Spanish? The fourth challenge is that we make no distinction between pirates and fans. Pirates are the ones who won't pay on principle. That's fine, can't do anything about that. Fans, on the other hand, are willing to break the law to see the films and series that they love, but we're not giving them the option to pay. That's a very clear distinction, and that's the problem that we're looking to remedy. So we say, and obviously we know, we cannot control distribution, so let's control my keyboard. Payment. We say watch any film, anytime, anywhere, pay for any film, anytime, anywhere, and let's create a viable business model for the entire film industry. We need to revolutionize the way digital distribution works without forcing users to change their habits. And what are the user habits? Well, 200 million Europeans, 67% of Europeans say today that they stream peer-to-peer. 20 million stream by Netflix. However, as we monetize peer-to-peer, we also need to be responsible rebels. We must make sure that we take care of the films, the filmmakers, and the film industry, as well as the fans. So the solution that White Rabbit has is a plugin into your browser that recognizes the content that you're streaming, regardless of what peer-to-peer streaming site that you watch it on. From there, you're able to transfer payment for the film or series directly to the rights holder without any middleman. By separating distribution from payment, we're able to offer one account, one login, but infinite viewing experiences. White Rabbit is easy. You just play the content and then you pay for it. Then you have an unlimited choice. It's also fast because now the revenue holders aren't waiting 6 months to 5 years to receive their money. They're receiving it immediately. And believe me, as a film producer, if you can cut the cash flow gap from years to hours, it makes a huge difference. But it's transparent. With blockchain technology, you now know that you got paid, and there's no way to skim the money. I don't know if you know about the film business, but it's famous for creative accounting. And opportunity. The rabbit hole is where you have your film library. After you purchase your film, you've paid for it, the best quality version is available in the rabbit hole. And the rabbit hole is where you're able to monetize or incentivize fans more. So it's a third-party application film library where you can go in and create new ways to incentivize fans, monetize content like behind the scenes, extras, deleted scenes, Q&A, virtual reality screenings, merchandise. There are so many ideas out there, we don't have them. So that's why we're opening up for third parties to create new applications for the fans and for the filmmakers. So our business model, rights holders receive 75%, White Rabbit receives 15%, and the streaming sites receive 10%. Why do we share with the streaming sites? Well, we're looking to create a legal, or incentivize a legal peer-to-peer streaming network. Today, I don't know, on Netflix, when I search for a film or ask for a recommendation, I have no idea what kind of algorithm they're using, because what they're recommending compared to what I've seen is ridiculous. So more money, more research, more competition needs to go into the streaming market to offer better solutions for user interface, for search, and algorithms for recommendations.
Micro. A ver, lo interesante de esto es que elimina el intermediario, ¿vale? Porque Netflix es un intermediario. Entonces Netflix lo que hace es que os da unas recomendaciones, pero bueno, en base a un criterio algorítmico que ellos tienen, y muchas veces os encontráis que os están recomendando ver una película con vuestros hijos y ya todas las películas que os recomiendan son todas de no. Entonces, aquí básicamente lo que dicen es la idea es poner en contacto personas sin intermediarios y de esta manera pues tú vas seleccionando lo que te gusta y qué es lo que no te gusta y lo que se va adaptando a los gustos.
And not only that, you can also have more branded sites. So you may have websites that turn up that are focusing on Nordic noir or Spanish film or Almodovar or art house specifically. So you can create a very specific market so you know where you go to find the type of film that you're looking for. And also, as a film producer, you know where your audience is. So the token, this might need some translation, but the White Rabbit token is a guarantee by the user to initiate a transaction. So you're just initiating a transaction, promising that we're going to pay at the request of the copyrights holder when he pulls the token. So the tokens are placed in an encrypted distribution pool. So you see the film, you offer the token, it goes into the distribution pool, and that's encrypted. And then we contact the rights holder and we say, hey, friend, you know, we have about 200,000 tokens here for your film. Would you like to have them? And I kind of find that if you're going to enter into a negotiation with someone, it's nice to come with something on the table. So if they decide, you know what, I'm getting no better deal anywhere else, this is a better deal than I get anywhere, I haven't sold the rights for my film, I talked to my distributor in that territory and he said, I am not making any money anyway, so let's pull this money. Then we transfer the tokens and the transaction is legal. So we turn what has been a pirate into a fan. If they decide not to accept the token, 3 minutes? Bloody hell. I'll get back to the tokens. I'll skip the market validation. It's expensive to subscribe to films. 800,000 Americans are cable cutting every quarter. The market is booming. While DVD is down and cable is down, the market for streaming is going to double in the next 5 years. Netflix is cutting the number of titles it uses every year. They are now producing 80 films and have decided that they're going to produce 50% of their content and buy 50% of their content. The question is this what fans really want? A couple of sites such as HBO, Netflix offering their content and we have no access to our content. Maybe you want to see a Norwegian film that I made. Maybe I want to see a Spanish film that you made. Are we going to see that on Netflix? Probably not. Go home and search for Almodovar on your Netflix. In Norway, I have one film. So that's why people are pirating more and more today. The big question I think you're probably asking is, people are pirating, but are they actually wanting to pay? And some people say that we went on to Popcorn Time but because it was free. However, Popcorn Time offered us two things we didn't have before: choice and convenience. People want access. We researched 10,000 people in Finland and Australia and asked them the question, if you could pay, would you, as a person who streams illegally? 60% said yes. Not only that, the same research found that these people spent more on content than others. These are not pirates. These are fans who are ready to pay if they're given the option to. And as I say, if an entire generation is breaking law, it's no longer a crime, it's a business opportunity. So we're positioning White Rabbit right about there. More choice, more content, more convenience to find what you're looking for, and because we're cutting out all the middlemen, we can do it at a more reasonable price. We are whitelisting at the moment. 20% bonus on the contributions of the pre-sale of up to 5 Ethereum. Our token sale will be held at the end of this quarter, beginning of next. We haven't fixed the date yet. And our MVP will be ready before the pre-sale, and our product ready by the 3rd quarter of this year. Me and my friends, Alex, he was part of the team on MCIS that we worked together for 10 years ago. He's been part of developing MVP. Adrian has been working in digital cloud computing now for 7 years. And Yuning Ibuli, I know from the finance world, he's the CFO, he knows the numbers. On our advisory board, we have Greg, who is a former VC. He's done many in IPO, so he's lifting the standards for what we should deliver in ICO, or token sale. Jon, he's right down the road from our offices in Oslo. He's a blockchain developer, 3 years. Alexander, he is a good friend of mine who has done 3-4 startups in AI and cloud technology. We're partnering up with Wings, who will be doing our assessment in a few months' time. Transform Group, an American PR company. Forklog is covering the Russian and Eastern European markets. Mazix is taking care of our social media, and they were actually voted the best ICO service company in the world a couple weeks ago. And Blockchangers is making sure that our blockchain code is up to scratch, and we've heard very good things. You can contact us here. And I'll just finish off with a video, I guess.
Let's shake things up. That's how you make leaps, not steps. White Rabbit is shaking up streaming with a giant leap. We've discovered another way, a better way, a fairer way. We love movies and believe in unlimited choice. We also believe in rewarding people for their hard work, passion, and talent. Join us and break free. Let's get to a wonderland of entertainment. We stand with the fans. We stand with the creators. Now, let's have some fun. White Rabbit.
Bueno, y ahora viene una parte muy interesante del evento. Yo creo que va a ser la más interesante. Va a salir a hablar Joel, que es pues uno de los fundadores de CryptoInvest. Algunos seguramente lo conoceréis porque hacen unos podcasts buenísimos. A pesar de que la gente los demanda cada semana, pues ellos los sacan cada 3 semanas. O sea que hay que tener un poquito de paciencia. Pero bueno, son unos podcasts muy buenos. Y nada, pues va a salir a haceros una ponencia que yo creo que va a ser espectacular, os va a gustar mucho. Y después de la ponencia, pues vienen las cervecitas. Un aplauso para él. Hola.
Bueno, pues en primer lugar quiero dar las gracias a mis amigos de CryptoInvest por este momento. Es la primera vez que voy a presentar algo, así que no seáis muy exigentes. Y bueno, va a ser una charla un poco diferente porque no vengo a vender nada, sino a hablar de lo que me apetece. Se ha quedado a medias. Bueno, lo primero, pues querría hablar de lo que es la democratización de la riqueza, ¿no? Algo que suena bastante bonito y casi diría yo utópico. En CryptoInvest venimos desarrollando